Today we will be talking about Maharashtra political crisis, which has taken place in the fortnight from the 14th June 2022. And I had already predicted about this fortnight from the 14th June 2022 is most enigmatic because all the planets are influenced by the heavy four malefics Mars, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu. Now, I have written an article, Shiv Sena downfall indicated from the fortnight starting from 14 June 2022. I have used the foundation chart of Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray and the O chart of Uddhav Thackeray. And all the three, along with the fortnight of the 14th June 2022, point out a fall in status of Uddhav Thackeray. I have used the South Indian techniques for analyzing the birth chart and the progression charts by Manusmriti. So I will read out, although the analysis is too long, I will read out the main points. Maharashtra political crisis reaching boiling point. As already predicted that the fortnight from the 14th June 2022 is most enigmatic, and since all the planets are having Veda from the four heavy malefics Mars, Saturn nodes in the Rashi Sangata Chakra, the planetary positions are also not conducive to give healthy results for Shiv Sena, since the MCL, the mid-cusp lord of the 10th house in the foundation chart, Sun is in Rahu Ketu axis and in the 8th house. Let us analyze the charts of Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena horoscope is of 19th June 1966, and it is completed, 19th June, it has completed how many years? 52 years on 1800 hours Mumbai. It is of Scorpio Lagna, and Rahu Ketu are there in the 1-7 axis. I will read out. The Dasha in operation is of Mercury, Rahu, Mars. Mercury is the 8th lord placed in the 8th house with 2-3 more planets, and Rahu and Ketu are forming an Angarak Yoga in the 7th house of public opinion and public image. And you see, the Dasha lords are indicating, the transit of the Dasha lords are indicating clearly that Shiv Sena is going to face a bolt from the blue, because Angarak Yoga, in the 7th house there is Angarak Yoga, and 7th lord is Venus. Now the Angarak Yoga is going to take place over Venus almost degree wise. Ketu will be almost degree wise over it. And after the 27th of June, Mars and Rahu will be over the natal Venus, forming an Angarak Yoga in the 6th house. And Mars is the 6th lord, is the most malefic planet for this chart. And Mercury, as the 8th lord, will be transiting over the 7th house. So it is obvious, it is absolutely crystal clear. And if you see the position of the Sun and Mercury, they are important. Sun and Mercury are important. Mercury is the 8th lord and Sun is the mid-cusp lord of the 10th house. And as I've already mentioned, in the D10 chart, Sun should be strong to face these situations. And Sun is the mid-cusp lord, and it is in the 8th house with Ketu and Venus and Rahu in the 2nd house. And so it is making everything clear here. So the Dasha Lord Mercury in the 8th house and 3 more planets, specifically the mid-cusp lord of the 10th house, Sun is also in the 8th house, who is in Rahu Ketu axis in the Dashmancha chart, placed in the 8th house. Rahu Mars forming Angarak Yoga in the 7th house of the public opinion and image. In transit, Angarak Yoga will be formed in the 6th house over the 7th Lord Venus after the 27th June 2022. Sun is the juice of the profession and the career for Shiv Sena in transit has ingressed in the sign Gemini on the 14th June. Till Sun will be there in the 8th house. 1 month is going to be hell for the ruling party in Maharashtra. And all the planets are influenced by hard malefics in the Rashi Sangata Chakra. All these parameters are indicative of a downfall of Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. Now, coming to the chart of Uddhav Thackeray of Virgo Lagna of 27 July 1960, 10:14 hours, Mumbai, Maharashtra. The Lagna is placed in the Lagna Lord is placed in the 10th house is extremely good for Mercury as the Lagna Lord and is a Raj Yoga. But unfortunately, Mercury is in Mrityu Bhag and fallen planet in the chart and cannot give him the adequate power to become the chief minister for long. The mid-cusp lord of the 10th house is Jupiter and 3 retrograde planets are influencing the 10th house and the 10th lord is extremely malefic for substantial rise in the career and the longevity will be reduced. The mid-cusp lord Jupiter is ill placed from the dasha from Garbhashishta Venus, who is the 2nd and the 9th lord. This parameter will curtail the powers of in the immediate crisis. The current dasha in operation is of Jupiter Venus. Jupiter is MCL of the 10th house and influenced by Mars and Saturn, and in Navamsha it is afflicted badly by Rahu Ketu axis and Venus and Antardasha Lord with Mars and 8th Lord of the Rashi chart in Navamsha. In Dashmansha, Venus is debilitated. Fine-tuned predictions are seen from the progression chart by Manu Smriti for the chart of July 2022 to July 23 shows downfall and fall in the status as per the Tamil classic of Jyotish. Have a look at the chart below. The chart is of Scorpio Lagna and debilitated moon is there in the progression chart. And you see, I have pointed out the reason. As per the progression chart above, the 10th Lord Sun in this progression chart is placed in the 11th house is very good from moon and the Lagna. The dispositor Mercury of Sun is in the 12th house with 12th Lord Venus and Antardasha Lord. Mercury and Lagna Lord, Mercury, the Lagna Lord and the 10th Lord of the natal chart is in Mrityu Bhag. Hence, it is also in Mrityu Bhag in the natal chart. So, when a planet is in both the charts in Mrityu Bhag and as the 10th Lord, the native is bound to have a nasty fall in his career. Jupiter, the Dasha Lord, is afflicted by both Mars and Saturn. 10th Lord in the 10th in D10 chart is in Rahu Ketu, which clearly indicates the downfall of the chief minister any time after the transit of Mars in the 6th house of progression chart after the 27th June, where it is forming Angarak Yoga. Oath chart of Uddhav Thackeray. Uddhav Thackeray takes oath as chief minister on the 28th November 2019 at 1840 hours. I have given a detail on this, and if you look at all the planets are placed in the 6th and the 8th house, that I have given a detail on this as per the DBF planets, as per the Sihasana and Pancha Nadi Chakra, and timing of events. The twists and twirls will take ugly shape after the 27th June 2022 and prone to difficulties for Uddhav Thackeray and Shiv Sena as per the planetary positions discussed above. So all the 3 charts are showing difficulty. So because it is Taurus Lagna, there will be a Angarak Yoga in the 12th house as far as Mars is concerned, and already Ketu is there over the natal Mars in the 7th house, and Mars will be activated by Mars, and you see Saturn will be there in the 10th house. From 10th house this Saturn will aspect Sun, so it gives a change. So please read, there's a lot of details are given in the O chart. Please go through it. So it clearly, all the three charts are pointing out, specifically the progression chart is opening all the secrets. The progression chart by Manu Smriti gives you amazing predictions, and it is clearly showing a fall in the status. So this is all, friends. I just wanted to share that astrology is amazing, and if you use especially the Tamil classics, then you find that the predictions never go wrong. So thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day. Bye bye.